Hello guys! Perst-4M and Perst-4P Generation 3.0 combined devices review. I'll speak about what was changed in comparison with Generation 2.0, about a new line of tactical switches and in particular about a tactical switch that can control two devices simultaneously. My name is Anastasia. Perst-4M and Perst-4P are combined devices that combine two lasers in one body. One laser visible and green, one laser infrared. The difference between Perst-4M and Perst-4P is power. Perst-4P is 18 milliwatts, Perst-4M is at least 40 milliwatts. Everything else is the same. The body is the same, the kit is the same, the modes are the same, the controls are the same, everything the same except for the power. Perst-4M is more powerful. So today I'll speak on an example of Perst-4M and about Perst-4P, everything the same except for the power. So now I'm holding the kit of Perst-4M Generation 3.0. I did an unpacking and demonstration of modes of this device of Generation 2.0 on this channel. I will leave a link to this video, and the modes were not changed, they were the same. We changed the tactical switch in the kit and we changed all the electronics inside the device. Why that was done? We introduced a new line of tactical switches, the D line of tactical switches. Now it consists of three tactical switches: KVD2, KVD2P and KVD3/2P. In future we will introduce more tactical switches in this line. We had two goals when we were designing these tactical switches. The first goal was to install them directly on Basis rail. Basis rail is on our handguards from Sport line, from Joker line, and handguards with letter U like B30U, B10U. It looks like this. It is designed to lower the weight of your weapon, to make it more ergonomic and to install additional accessories directly on Basis rail. Now you can install tactical switches directly on Basis rail without any additional Picatinny rails. That lowers the weight, that increases the ergonomics. You may ask me, and what if I have only Picatinny rails on my rifle? That's no problem. All tactical switches from D line have an adapter in the kit to install them on Picatinny rail. So the D line of switches is compatible both with Basis rail and with Picatinny rail. But those changes were not about electronics, and as I've said, we changed all the electronics inside the device. And that was goal number two. Goal number two was to make all our tactical switches universal. So we wanted all tactical switches from D line to work with all our devices. That's why we had to update all of our devices, make a new generation of them. New generation is Perst-4, Perst-4M, Perst-4P beginning with Generation 3.0, Clash-1, Clash-2 beginning with Generation 2.0, Perst-2 beginning with Generation 2.0. Products that begin with those generations are compatible with all switches from D line. They are not compatible with switches of older generations. And the switches from D line are compatible with all new devices, and they are not compatible with older devices. What benefits does this thing give to the user? If we speak about Perst-4M, it allows the user to use double tactical switch for two devices, KVD3/2P. Previously we had a switch that looked like this, that worked together with Perst-4 and Clash-2, but it did not work with Perst-4M and Perst-4P. Now there is a switch that works with Perst-4M and Perst-4P, and you can combine it with any device of new generation. The most rational way of combining those devices is to combine it with Clash-2 dual flashlights. So Perst-4M, Perst-4P are dual lasers, visible, invisible. Clash-2 is a dual flashlight, visible, invisible flashlight. And when you use them both, you cover the full range. So you can use it with Clash 2, you can use it also with Clash 1, for example, if you want to add only a flashlight. You can use it with Perst-3 and Clash 1, you can use it with Perst-4 and Clash 2, a lot of combinations. This switch is sold separately. I will return to this topic. I will combine Perst-4M and Clash 2, and now let's see what's inside the kit. Inside the kit we have a manual in 2 languages and an aluminum cylinder with the device. Let's see what's inside. Opening the cap. The device, it is a universal device. It has 2 rear parts in the kit. One for pistols, one for rifles. This rear part is for pistols. Rifle rear part is also in the kit. Looks like this. Tactical switch KV-D2P with a safety lock. Adapter to install the tactical switch on Picatinny rail. And 2 mounts, oval mount and plate mount, to install it on Basis rail. All Perst-4M devices come from factory in blocked mode, so they do not turn on accidentally while transportation. To wake it up, and now it is sleeping, I press buttons and they do not work. To wake it up, you press simultaneously 2 side buttons and hold them. Done. It is on. It has side buttons and back buttons. Side buttons of fixed mode, back buttons of impulse mode. If I press a side button on, press again off, press twice, blinking mode, turn on, then hold and press. Gradually changes brightness. I would like to leave this brightness. I stop pressing, I turn it off, I switch it on again, and the brightness is saved. To quickly go to maximum brightness mode, you press the side button twice. Back buttons, I press and hold, it is on. I stop holding, it is off. How to go to another range? How to switch between visible and infrared? For that, you press and hold simultaneously 1 side button and 1 back button. Done. It is now in infrared range. How to know for sure if you do not have a night vision device with you? I turn it on. You see, blue LED is on. It indicates that the device is working in infrared mode. Now it is off. And if the device is in visible mode, the LED indicator turns red. Now let's see the modes with the rifle rear part and with the tactical switch. Modes in infrared range are the same as in visible range. To take off the rear part, you unscrew these 2 screws with a screwdriver. You do not need to unscrew them on full length, just screw enough to take off the rear part. The batteries are changed the same way. There are 2 CR123 batteries inside. Here is a rifle rear part. I install it. I tighten the screws. There are 2 buttons on the rifle rear part. One for fixed mode, another is for impulse mode. Now, short lesson of Russian language. This is Russian letter F. F stands for фиксированный, fixed. This is Russian letter E, stands for импульсный, impulse. Here it is written to replace batteries screw both screws out. Also there is an indicator, and here is a connector. We connect the tactical switch here. If you do not plan to use the tactical switch, close the cap so that water does not get inside. To switch between ranges with this rear part, you press and hold simultaneously one button of fixed mode, one button of impulse mode. Now we are in visible mode again. The modes with these buttons work the same as with pistol rear part. And now I will speak about how to control the device with a tactical switch. The kit includes KVD2P tactical switch. Letter P stands for предохранитель. It is a safety lock. Here is it. It excludes the possibility of accidental turning on when you do not want that. It has a button, it has a rotary switch to change brightness. To connect it, you find small red dots on connectors and combine them. Done. Now, how to work with it? There is a button, control button. You press once on, press again off, press and hold tactical mode, so it works while you hold. You press twice blinking mode. You turn it on and then you use the rotary switch. Brightness is changed. The back buttons are still working. Fixed button, impulse button. Now the safety lock. I turn on safety mode. Now this button is not responding. Buttons on the back are not responding, and moreover, if I disconnect the switch at this point, the back buttons are still not responding. It is now in transport mode, in sleeping mode that I demonstrated earlier. And to exit this mode, you connect the tactical switch again. Where is it? Here is it. You connect it again and you leave the safety mode. It is on again. Now let's see how to mount this switch on your rifle, on Basis rail and on Picatinny rail. Now Perst-4P generation 2.0 is installed on the rifle. I will take it off and install a device of a newer generation. Install it on Picatinny rail. Then we need to choose a place on the handguard to install the tactical switch. Now I will not discuss these questions from the point of view of ergonomics or from the point of view of how to hide the wires in the most effective way. I think that it is a very interesting topic and deserves a separate video. And now I will show you different ways of installation and you will choose the most suitable for you. So we can install it either on Basis or on Picatinny. There are three ways of installation of this D line of switches on Basis rail. Way number one, plate mount, consists of a plate and M5 to 9 screw. The plate is positioned on the back side of the handguard, the screw goes through the tactical switch, handguard, and is screwed into the plate. In the most situations for this way you need to take off the handguard. I will not do it now, I think it is very simple. Next, oval mount. Oval mount consists of two parts, oval part and round part. Round part goes through this opening and the oval is screwed in on the other side. You just bait it a little bit, do not screw it in on full length. Then put the oval inside an oval opening on the Basis rail and position the switch inside the rails of the basis rail. After that, screw in. The oval rotates on 90 degrees and fixes the switch in the basis rail. Done. It is installed on basis rail. There is one more way. Take it off. Another way, we use the place where the handguard is connected with some of upper rails. And we screw out the screw that combines the handguard with upper handguard and put the switch in this place. We use shorter M5 to 7 screws for handguards with basis rail. To connect the tactical switch, you will need a longer M5 to 9 screw. You may ask, Anastasia, where can I find this M5 to 9 screw? And I will say that you already have this screw. You have it in your plate mount. Take it off from the plate mount. Position the tactical switch inside basis rail and tighten the screw. Done. Tactical switch is installed on basis rail. Now let's switch to Picatinny rail. First I will take it off, return everything to original condition. There is an adapter in the kit for Picatinny rail, looks like this. First you need to install it on your tactical switch. For that, loosen one of the screws a little bit, install it on the tactical switch and install on Picatinny rail in the most suitable position. For example here. Need to loosen it a little bit more and tighten it. Done. KV-D2P is installed on Picatinny rail. That were basic modes. Now let's switch to extended modes and to double switch KV-D3/2P. It is designed to control two devices of new generation simultaneously, and it looks alike with the switch that we've discussed earlier with KV-D2P. It also has an adapter for Picatinny rail. It can be installed on basis rail. It has a control button. It has a rotary switch. The thing that is different is that it has a selector to select between devices. So now it is in central position. It means that it controls both devices. If you turn it to the left or to the right, it controls the device in which direction the selector is turned. Also, it has two wires with two connectors for two devices. And it does not matter which device you connect with which wire. So you can connect any device with any wire. The most comfortable way for you. How is it comfortable for you? In this way you connect them. It is sold separately, and now I will connect it with Perst-4M dual laser and with Klещ-2 dual flashlight. First Perst-4M. Then Klещ-2 generation 2.0. Two devices are connected. Now I press the button and they are working. Simultaneously the laser is working, the flashlight is working. If I turn the selector in this way, only the laser will work. The laser is on. If I turn the selector in another direction, only the flashlight works. All the modes are the same as on the previous tactical switch, and to select the range you do it on the device itself, so as I've shown it earlier. You can order Perst-4M, Clich 2, KVD3/2P and other devices made by Zenitco in our partner stores. The list of official partners is stated on en.zenitco.ru in partners section. If you have any questions left, please write them down in comment section. If you have some ideas for future videos, also share them with me. It will be very interesting to read it. Press like button if you like the video, subscribe to our channel. We have a lot of things, a lot of new things in future to speak about. So I will see you in next videos. Goodbye.